I'm Megan Gogerty. I'm a playwright. I've taught a lot of different classes at Hollins. I taught a class on adaptation. I taught a class on writing comedy. But my favorite class, hands down, every time, is play script analysis, partly because I'm kind of a big nerd. But we look at this, in this class, we read a bunch of different styles of plays, sort of the most common contemporary styles that a person might come across in America. And we crack those open like hitting the hood of a car and looking at the engine. Like, how does this play work? How does the playwright move the audience from point A to point Z? What are the methods that are being employed? And how does this particular play make us feel, right? Is it a roller coaster? Is it a merry-go-round? And just sort of really getting into the nitty-gritty of how plays work. I just get so excited about it, and I like to think my enthusiasm is contagious because at the end of the semester we're all really excited about it. It makes me feel really empowered. I hope to empower my students so that they're not just flying by the seat of their pants or sort of following their dramatic intuition, but rather that intuition is informed by a real rigorous underpinning of Western drama. I have been teaching at Hollins since 2014, but I've been a guest respondent since 2012. I keep coming back to Hollins. I can't quit it. I love it so much. The student body here is so engaged, so passionate. The Playwrights Lab finds students from all over the country that are diverse and inquisitive, and they feed one another, and then consequently they feed me. I'm a better artist because of my association with Hollins. I love developing my work at Hollins for a couple of reasons. First, because the students are so smart and so engaged, and so their feedback goes directly into making my work better. I also think it's a good practice for my students because I get to model for them what it's like to be in the hot seat. And it helps me and it helps everyone remember that, in fact, you can be as smart and sophisticated as you like. At the end of the day, it's still you in the blank page, and you have to write your play. I really appreciate the structured way the Playwrights Lab handles feedback. As an artist, it makes me feel like I am in good hands. It also keeps, sometimes discussions can become dominated by whoever's the most colorful person in the room or whoever's the sort of the loudest and most exuberant. And the great thing about the way that we parse out our feedback is, first of all, it's very thorough. I make sure that every base is covered, and I never leave a feedback session going, oh, if only we had talked about X, Y, Z. Because of the nature of the feedback process, we kind of cover all the bases. The other thing that I like about it is because it is so measured and because it is so formal, we're following this form, it kind of gives us all sort of some room to breathe. And my notes are very organized when I'm finished, which I appreciate. And it gives me an opportunity to ask targeted questions that I want feedback for, rather than just sort of hope somebody brings it up. I find it so useful. I think the student that flourishes best at Hollins is the student who has a big imagination, has a big heart, and kind of a weird schedule. That's the student that flourishes the best. It is a high-intensity, low-residency program, which means exactly that. The 6 weeks that we're here in the summer are a really intense 6 weeks, and they are one of the reasons why it is so successful is because our community is so warm and so welcoming and so supportive. I mean, the students here really support one another. And that is amazing because our students are so different. And they're different in their goals, they're different in different in race, ethnicity, religion, economic status. They're coming from everywhere. And so what happens, it shouldn't happen, right? It shouldn't happen, but it does. Everyone is so supportive of one another and really, really respectful of everyone's artistic process and everyone's artistic journey. So if that kind of warm, intense, loving, and stimulating environment is your thing, then you should get here, because you're not gonna find it everywhere. You're gonna find it here.